Hi, welcome along to ArsenalFanTV. Over here at the moment in Belarus. Looking forward to the game. You know what? I had to talk about a subject that I was reading about yesterday. And this is where fans and football clubs and TV clash, right? And this is where fans complain a lot and say, you know what? The powers that be in football don't really care about football fans. Now, I don't know if you know about this. Arsenal due to play Liverpool at the Emirates on the 23rd of December. We're being told that there's a strong possibility that that game could be moved to 4 o'clock on Christmas Eve. Yes, Christmas Eve, right? Christmas Eve, a day where, you want to spend with your family, getting in preparation for Christmas Day. You could be out and about shopping. You could be preparing, Christmas dinner for the next day. You could just be, it's just a family day normally, Christmas Eve. It's not normally games on Christmas Eve, but this year, because of Christmas Eve falling on a Sunday, Sky TV, who normally feature two of their biggest games on a Sunday, are looking at that Liverpool and Arsenal game and saying, yeah, why don't we do that 4 o'clock on Christmas Eve? Now, quite rightly, there's a lot of fans really upset about this. First of all, Arsenal fans, Christmas Eve, as I said, you want to be with your family. Don't really want to be at a football game. It's hard enough, and I can tell you this, that on a Boxing Day, where you got to say to your missus or say to your kids, guys, yeah, see you later, I've got to go football. And they're like, huh? It's Boxing Day. We should be spending today as a family. That's hard enough. Christmas Eve now, that could even be harder, right? And then what about the fans from Liverpool, right? Now, I feel for them as well. If it's a 4 o'clock kickoff, right, first of all, they're going to have to come down from, remember, Christmas Eve, that means they have to leave out from early to come down, right? So the whole Christmas Eve's gone, yeah? Then what time are they going to get home? All right, you might be off. I heard that there's a train round about 9:20 that would get you back to Liverpool, but you're going to get back late at night. Or if you're driving and that, you know what the roads can be like and things like that. You may not get back until hours in the morning. In Christmas Day, you're back. You're back, you're tired, you've been doing long driving and that. You've got to wake up early. You know what the traditions are like on Christmas Day, waking up early with your family, the presents and stuff like that. I mean, Christmas Eve is a day that I think football, they should leave that alone. Leave Christmas Eve alone. You've already got Boxing Day. You've already got this really congested Christmas program. But Sky, they're looking on it and they're saying, well, it's all about the money. We put that game on Christmas Eve, we're going to get a lot of people watching that. And the fans basically have got to get back home. I remember a lot of Arsenal fans going to have to do, not every Arsenal fan lives in Islington, remember. They'll be coming from distances. They're like, and what? We want our game on, Christmas Eve. And this is where we see the clash. And this is where I feel no consideration sometimes is given to the fans. I remember when we played Liverpool, actually, at Anfield. It was a bank holiday Sunday. There was no trains from Euston because they were working on all this. It was, chaos for a lot of fans. They had to struggle to get up there. And then when they did get there, remember the performance. I'm not even going to get into that. That had nothing to do with the TV companies. But remember the performance as well. Then after that, got to negotiate and get all the way back home. There was loads of coaches, lots of congestion. Listen, when is some consideration going to be given to football fans? Now, I think this is not on. There should not be a game on Christmas Eve for Arsenal. That game should stay on a Saturday. And I know why Sky would want to move it, because I think like BT Sport, they have one on a Saturday, Sky have one on a Saturday, then Sky have two on a Sunday. Well, then you've got to give it up for that week, or you've got to try and come to some sort of arrangement with BT on that. But why should the fans be the ones that are going to suffer? Why? The fans that spend their hard-earned money and go to games week in, week out. When is some consideration going to be given to them? So for me, I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. I want to know how fans of Arsenal, even fans of Liverpool, how do you feel about this? A game, possibly, and the way I'm looking at the fixtures, I think they're definitely going to do this on Christmas Eve. Would that be right? Would that be acceptable? Or do you look at it and say to yourself, actually, there's no difference to it being on Boxing Day? Because I suppose the one good thing that could be, and then maybe this is where you have to decide, is that if they do the game on Christmas Eve, that means our game on Boxing Day wouldn't take place. They probably have to move that a couple of days after. All right? So there'd be no game on Boxing Day, or probably fall the day after. I'm not sure what they would do exactly. They couldn't possibly have Christmas Eve, then Boxing Day. Well, then there again, you don't know. Well, I don't think they would, right? So where do you stand on it? Do you say you don't mind the game being on Christmas Eve? Or do you say this is just, again, TV, football clubs just making money and not caring anything about the fans? I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. Thanks for watching the show today. But, hey, what do football fans matter?